Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Manchester and the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for today's graduation ceremony. In particular, I welcome our graduands, whose magnificent achievement and hard work we are here to celebrate. But I'm also delighted to see so many friends and family here. The support and encouragement that you've given to our graduands during their studies, both financial and emotional, has been an important part of their success. Just like the staff in their respective schools, you can be extremely proud of what they have achieved. During today's ceremony, we'll get lots of opportunities to congratulate our graduands individually, but at this time, I'd like our graduands to stand, if they would please, and turn and face your friends and supporters, and thank them for all of the help and advice that they've given you. Thank you. You may sit again. Before we begin, I'd like to say a few words about the institution whose name is written on the certificate you will soon be receiving. From its origins in the early 19th century, this has been a university ready to engage with the wider world. You'll struggle to find any ivory towers here. At the present time, Manchester is already regarded as one of the finest universities in Europe, but we are determined to become one of the best in the world. With over 160 different nationalities represented on campus, the University of Manchester is truly a global institution and one that will remain so, valuing its European and international staff, students and alumni. No fewer than 25 Nobel Prizes have been awarded to our staff and former students, and our alumni occupy the highest positions in the world of business, politics, media and the professions. Future leaders in all of those domains, I have no doubt, are sitting in front of me right now. You will see outside some of the investments that the university is making in buildings and equipment to improve the experience of our students and to keep our research at the leading edge. But it isn't bricks, mortar, wires, technology or pieces of paper that makes a university so great and so successful. It is our students, our staff, our people. During their time at the university, our graduates have helped make the university what it is today. And this ceremony is as much about thanking them for that contribution as it is about celebrating their academic achievements. A degree ceremony is, of course, far more than obtaining a piece of paper and some letters after your name. It is a rite of passage, marking the move from one stage of life to another. Some of you will remain in the world of higher education and research, but for many, the transformation will be to the world of work. If you're still feeling the effects of the pressures of your deadlines from your academic work, perhaps you can take some solace in the words of Aristotle, who told us that the roots of education are bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Obtaining a degree is a hugely important milestone, and we rightly congratulate you on your success. But it is just the beginning of your journey and your association with the university. As the class of 2017, you will not only take with you the friendships formed here during your years with us, but also the membership of a wider family of over 300,000 who come together in our Alumni Association. One last message before we proceed is to remind you that your degree does not only confer on you the recognition of the knowledge that you have gained. In the age when the trust in many of our public and private institutions has become damaged, we rely even more heavily on the integrity and the informed skepticism that the trained mind can offer. Wherever you go in the world, you are responsible for carrying these values with you and instilling them in those around you. So I sincerely hope that today will not be your last contact with the university, and please remember that our doors will always be open to you. Thank you. I would now like to invite Professor Chris Hardacre, the head of the School of Chemical Engineering and Analytical Science, to say a few words.
Vice President, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, as head of the School of Chemical Engineering and Analytical Science, I have the privilege of welcoming you to this morning's graduation ceremony and say how delighted I am to see so many people here at this celebratory occasion. I too want to offer an especially warm welcome to our graduands in particular to your family and friends who've given you such support and encouragement during your years of study. Graduation is the highlight of the academic year. It is a day of celebration when we join together to applaud your achievements. You'll be soon graduating from a university with a global reputation, with students, as Richard said, from over 160 countries studying across the campus at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. In addition, we have many staff from across the globe making Manchester a truly multicultural society, and one which is enhanced by learning from each other and interacting with the wide variety of cultures and beliefs within our international community. You're going to be graduating into a global marketplace, a world where traditional geographical and cultural boundaries are changing. But it is also a world in which we need to enhance our collective strengths for the common good in order to generate real benefits and improvements for the global society. You're graduating from a university which has significant influence around the world through our world-leading institutions, our research, our teaching, and our partnerships with global business and other international partners. This is only possible through our staff, who are internationally leading in their fields of research and education, and by whom you have been educated and have supported you through as you've navigated your degrees. The staff in the school have made significant impact this year. For example, in the world of software, CCalc, developed in the school by Adiza Azapagic, was selected as one of the 9 best impact case studies from across the UK for an exhibition at the Houses of Parliament. Tracy MacArthur and Andy Partington, part of our Education Support Office, won the university's Distinguished Achievement Award for the Large Team of the Year. The school's also been highly commended by the IChemE in their Sustainability Teaching Award. The team, comprising Lawrence Stamford, Rosa Quella Franca, Adiza Azapagic, Colin Webb and Arthur Garforth, were awarded the accolade for the incorporation of sustainability principles into teaching activity throughout all 4 years of the taught undergraduate programme. I'd also like to highlight 3 outstanding students graduating today. Julia Natalie Jimenez Romeo, who was the APID programme prize winner, Tobias Bourne and Wijak Wizitsorazak, who won the ACE programme prizes. Our students have also had considerable success outside the classroom. Matthew Davies was part of the award-winning team that the university entered for the annual iGEM Awards. Hendrik was nominated for the Undergraduate Student of the Year. Hendrik, Charmaine Xiang Wei Chi, Hu Ling Tan, Andrew Shannon, Luke Dryden and Luke Glynn won the McNabb Lacey Award from the IChemE for their design project. That's a truly international award and demonstrates the impact of the teaching that we have in the school. Lin Hui Tang and Jin Ying Yao also won Outstanding Academic Achievement Awards this year. As I mentioned before, it's so great to see so many international students in the hall today. We have a strong focus on developing international links at all levels, and I'm so proud of the students who've had the courage to come from another country to undertake their studies in Manchester. You've added an extra dimension to the school's community, and we're delighted to have this opportunity to interact with you. In the next few weeks, months and years, all of you will reflect on your time at Manchester. You've become part of the Manchester family, and the degrees which you are about to receive are valuable assets. This is a competitive world, and higher education qualifications have never been more important. A degree from Manchester will set you apart from the rest, and you've earned your degree through hard work and dedication. In the words of Nelson Mandela, who made such an impact on people's lives, education is the most powerful weapon which you can choose to change the world. So now it is your turn. You're joining a global network of graduates from Manchester, and we look forward to hearing about your achievements in the future. So please keep in touch with the Development and Alumni Relations Office and through the staff in the school. In closing, always remember Michelangelo's quote, that the danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark. I'd encourage you to be ambitious in all you do, and I offer you my congratulations once again and best wishes for the future. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Engineering, Benjamin John Knight Gregson. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Nabil Ahmed. Julie Brooks. Jasmine Cooper. James Dix. James Fu. Luan Gong. Candice Kaiserman. John McBride. Junju Mu. Xiaosha Wu. Nicoletta Pakalidou. Chenjun Qian. James Matthew Thompson. Hao Yu. And for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Chemical Engineering, Stuart Aberdeen. Pritam Purushottam Adaskar. Fahad Alajmi. Suleiman Al-Shalwak. Saeed bin Khalid bin Saeed Al-Banali. Bada Hussein Al-Kankuni. Noor Al-Tukait. Chetan Sanjay Anand. Hassan Basma. Tobias Bone. Madhika Sana Chowdhury. Abdul Wahab Aldipo Fasola Williams. Danuka Rukshan Gihiana Agaya Don. Hisham Khalil Abdul Wahid Hussein. Pablo Iniesta Serrano. Max Jonathan Keeling. Wei Yi Lu. Timothy Jeon Hong Luk. Jad Monza. Yibing Mu. Sarankan Panchal Ingham. Zaiwei Pang. Jack Pennock. Richmond Papera. Photios Pilitsis. Fadila Noor Rama. Asim Saeed. Motluk Saleh. Hai Wei Sim. Jingling Wang. Yang Chao Zhu. Yiga Yang. Dan Zhao. Yongtai Zhao. And in Advanced Process Integration and Design, Jose Luis Adrio. Furkan Faisal Al-Jamur. Zain Chowdhury. Anne Rebecca Eichland. Ekaret Fade Surah. Ahmad Farizi Furmansaya. Harwin. Adil Irfan. Julia Natalie Jimenez Romero. Mared Carolina Lopez Castro. Ana Luisa Machado Alves. Igor Milinov. Bagas Wahyu Mutianto. Jake Paul Onslow Levy. Shrey Banzibai Patel. Lorena Jacqueline Quinchella Carrera. Rahayu Jinanya Siwi. Durbin Tay. Stylianos Vulgaris. Piwit Watanakai Yang Jarun. Mohammed Urs Harry Yunash Tanto. And for the postgraduate diploma in Advanced Chemical Engineering, Abdulaziz Bada Al-Barak. Satyajit Pimero Sonvale. And in Advanced Process Integration and Design, Carol Zibing Miskowska. And for the degree of Master of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours, Rimaz Ramiz. Thomas Tickner. And in Chemical Engineering with Biotechnology with Honours, Sam Chapman. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical Engineering with Honours, Richard James Minchiner. Nashin Pillai.
Well, good morning, Vice President, friends. Graduation ceremonies celebrate the hard work and achievement of the people who have begun walking across the platform and will continue to walk across the platform this morning. It's a great event for all of you and for your families who have undoubtedly provided enormous support, both financial and moral, throughout your studies. And it's also a great day for us in the School of Chemistry. But graduation ceremonies are very misleading. We don't normally wander around dressed like this. I wear my academic robe twice a year at graduation ceremonies. Because universities are now a vital part of the world, and they're not ivory towers of learning isolated from daily life. This is particularly true in Manchester, where the university is both at the geographical and cultural centre of this great and thriving city. One of the many things I love about Manchester is that in Manchester Town Hall, in the place where other cities would have statues of dukes or princes or bishops, Manchester has statues of two chemists, John Dalton and James Prescott Joule. So Manchester has a great grasp on the important things in life. From our students and staff have come 7 Nobel Prize winners in chemistry. The most recent was Michael Smith, who won the Nobel Prize for his work on engineering DNA. Universities have a key role to play in today's society. In a world where intolerance seems an ever-increasing threat and seems to motivate so many decisions and actions, universities are places where young people meet people from other nations and other cultures, and they learn that people are not so very different regardless of where they were born. And of course, universities are centres of learning and education, and challenging ignorance is as important as challenging intolerance. And it's almost a cliche that ignorance and intolerance are strongly linked. Chemistry is central to many of the challenges that now face society, whether those are challenges in finding new sources of energy and water, new pharmaceuticals, new materials for ever-advancing information technology, new polymers, new electronic displays. However, we realize many of you will move into other sectors. It might be banking, or IT, or accountancy, or teaching. Your scientific training will be incredibly valuable there, as chemistry teaches you the value of thought based on evidence, not based on opinion. Most decisions in modern life require the ability to assess data, even when it doesn't agree with your prejudice. And we hope we have given you the training to allow you to make such decisions, and perhaps to influence others to think for themselves, based on all the evidence. We also hope we have taught you to respect knowledge and facts, and not to disregard them when they don't fit with the story you wish to believe. The current School of Chemistry is the largest in the UK, with over 700 undergraduates and over 300 postgraduates. Our publications place us in the top 5 in Europe, alongside Cambridge, Oxford, and 2 institutions in Switzerland. We have had a fantastic year for research, with many breakthroughs, including understanding of crystallization mechanisms, developing graphene-based inks for inkjet printing, new photocatalysts, and discovery of molecules that store magnetic information at unprecedented temperatures. We have obtained very many prestigious awards, including a Royal Society University Research Professorship to David Lee FRS. Dave also obtained a prestigious EPSRC program grant for his work on molecular robotics. The school was also awarded 2 European Research Council advanced grants, to Nick Turner and to Martin Schroeder. And to place that in context, there were 4 awards of European Research Council advanced grants to UK chemistry departments. Manchester got half of them. Our graduates, and particularly our doctorants, have contributed to this research. Our leaders are only as good as their teams. Our students seem to enjoy their time here, and we do very well every year in the National Student Survey. I think another indication of how much our students enjoy themselves is how many of them have stayed on to do PhDs. Some of them never leave. One of the people on the platform has been here since before you were born, and conceivably since before your parents were born. He did actually graduate 1 year. Twice, actually. We're particularly delighted that this year one of our final year undergraduates, Dean Thomas, obtained the Salters Prize, which is one of only 5 given in the UK to the very best chemistry graduates. And yesterday I learned that one of our doctorants, Conrad Goodwin, was awarded an extremely prestigious Robert Oppenheimer Fellowship to go and study in the USA at Los Alamos. So we're very proud of our graduates, of all our graduates and all our doctorants. And we wish you an enjoyable day today and great success in the future. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Holly Ashworth. Nathan Beale. Samuel Booth. Eileen Brandenberger. Richard Grindle. Graham Heaven. Rosemary Hibbard. Andrew Michael Hill. Michael Holas. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Hunming Huang. Mark Jackson. Lucy Jones. Jonathan Latham. Stephen Andrew Marshall. Darrell McManus. Helen Moylan. Christopher Northcliffe. Philippa Shellard. Iwa Sazula. Alexander Tedstone. Elizabeth Patricia Wildman. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Wojciech Zawodny. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Lewis Kersey. And for the degree of Master of Science Research in Chemistry, Wei Yao Li. Jack Young. And for the degree of Master of Science in Chemistry, Gusan Abdulrahman M. Ul-Hadaib. Ashta Abdulrahman T. Al-Rayas. Yiwin Chen. Zaipeng Fang. Fang Bing Li. Nimisha Mohan Das. Hani Ramawati. Kiwen Wang. Peiran Yu. And for the degree of Master of Chemistry with Honours, Petrok Shelley. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with Honours, Mikai Kelly. And in Chemistry with International Study with Honours, Kyle Antonio Jun Q. Go. And in Industrial Chemistry with Honours, Daniel George Brealey.
Vice President Rees, fellow heads of school, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure as the head of School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering to offer my personal congratulations to all of the graduands today in this hall. As Professor Hardacre said, your achievements can be seen in the context of our great and historic institution, which I'm sure you know can be traced back to the Manchester Mechanics Institute in 1824. In fact, this institution was the first to teach electrical and electronic engineering as a discipline in its own right, and was the first to appoint a professor in 1905 into the electrical engineering discipline. So you're now part of that proud history. As Professor Wimpenny pointed out, the pomp and ceremony that we all enjoy in this fantastic building and dressing formally in our robes is an exciting, positive thing to do in this environment. But the robes don't just mark today's special occasion, but they connect us to previous graduands in this and other institutions. And today marks you joining that collective intellectual body. And we should reflect on what that means in terms of how we live our lives, how we connect with other people, and how we generate and share knowledge and wisdom, and how we contribute to society. Whilst we're justly very proud of our history, we're a forward-looking institution with a leading reputation in research and teaching. And we're always changing. We're always improving. We hope always improving. And a lot of that is through the input of our existing students and indeed our alumni. So I hope that even as you leave this building, you think about continuing to engage with our institution and supporting us as we continue to support you as alumni. Our school maintains a very strong relationship with industry, and indeed our research funding has increased 70% year on year. This year we've opened an Advanced Control System Technology Laboratory with China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, which reflects continued globalization of our society. Our robotics researchers, some of whom are on this stage, have been working in partnership with the Japanese Atomic Energy Agency to develop a submersible robot that can be deployed into the damaged core of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. And this year the school has held the largest ever Power Systems Conference in the UK. These are just indicative of the internationalisation of our work and the internationalisation of the work that you will undertake in your future careers. The award of your degree is a major achievement and a personal landmark, and I hope that each of you, as well as growing as a person, have enjoyed your time in Manchester. No doubt you will have made lifelong friends, and we hope you take a bit of the school, a bit of the university, and a bit of Manchester with you wherever you go. You'll always be welcome back in Manchester, and we hope you stay in contact with the school for the rest of your careers. I would now like to invite our graduands to come forward and receive their degrees. Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Thomas Catterall. Thomas Folland. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Hassan Hakim Khalili. Alexandra Kapitanaki. Adrienne Saint-Pierre. Christopher Stanley Storer. And also being awarded the President's Doctoral Scholar Award, Lianan Tao. Jiang Fai Wang. Jin Jiang. Xiaomo Yan. Jiang Zhang. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Rachel Southern Holland. Alma Rebecca Valesco Olmos. And for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Control and Systems Engineering, Kudos Opeyemi Adeyemi. Taiwo Oluwaseyi Ajayi. Michael Omepa Ajani. Rohan Jareth Beck. Ian William Brown. Wailin Sao. Jia Jiong Fan. Dimitrios Vaskiotis. Wenham He. Samuel Chuk Hong Ho. Yidi Huang. Jia Ji Lei. Heng Yu Liu. Jian Liu. Theo Nymphi Liu Zhu. Sarika Ramrup. Talha Metab Sheikh. Yizhuan Sheng. Sebastian John Stephan. Jai Chi Sun. Haiji Wang. Zhongwei Wang. James David Weston. Sang Bom Wu. Hui Ji. Wai Yi Zhu. Da Yu. Wai Lin Zhong. And in communication engineering, Zhen Cheng. Pok Nang Chu. Hao Li. Gigi Li. Fai Yu Xiao. Long Yu Sheng. Qi Sun. Kaijin Wen. Han Wu. Deji Yuan. Yinjuan Zheng. And in digital signal processing, Joshua Hamorangan. Amalia Irma Nuwija. Baijia Wu. Yudi Wu. And in electrical power systems engineering, Mohammed Fadi Aziz. Wan Hao Ding. Jihan Gao. Jian Hu. Chujun Huang. Matt Kin Leong. Andrei Labanov. Olimpa Ngato Sanju. Hauran Pan. Man Lok Wong. Hang Zhu. And in power electronics, machines and drives, Yu Chun Chan. Temelolua, Tenuade, Bolarinwa. Mosan Motavasal. Mohammed Noman Sadiq. Chen Shen. Ying Chao Wan. Ri Shao. Yu Chao Zheng. And in renewable energy and clean technology, Mohammed Fauzi Abdullah. Cindy Agostina. Lakata Ahmed Abdullah Riyami. Mingyu Bai. William Ian Edmondson. G.Y. Hub. Filda Lazuardita Imani. Justinus Yankavicius. Naura Lutfia. YG Yan. Yu Zhang. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronic Engineering with honours, Liam Boson. Tanmayi Rajev Deshprabhu. Joe Fletcher. Raid Abdubakar Ahmed Shibani. Anand Taylor. And in Electrical and Electronic Engineering with Industrial Experience with honours, Mohammed Arsam Shaheen. And in Electronic Engineering with honours, Janini Kasit Hassan. Cameron Jack Wallace. And for the degree of Master of Science in Quantitative Finance, Yu Zhao.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of us who have the pleasure and privilege of working in higher education, graduation is one of the greatest days of the academic calendar. Just before we finish, could I please ask now our graduates to all stand and do something useful with the thing that you've been carrying around in your left hand. If you could put your hats and mortarboards on and make sure that your tassels hang down to the left-hand side. That's your left-hand side. It's another test to see whether you know your left from right as well, so congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2017. If I could ask everyone else who's able to stand to please stand, please. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I wish our graduates every success and happiness in their future lives and careers, and I now declare this ceremony closed. Thank you.